Hello, welcome back to the channel, everybody.
Today we will be taking a day trip from Athens to the island of Egina. We will be renting a car and seeing the best that the island has to offer. We're starting the day by catching the ferry in Piraeus. We purposely stayed in this part of Athens because it's easy to reach by airport bus and we can walk to the ferries. There are actually two different kinds of ferries. There is the speedboat ferry that has airline-style rows of seats, and the longer ferry that has a lounge and cafe. We opted for the longer ferry because we wanted to enjoy the ride, but it's also less expensive. Right now it's low season, so we paid about 25 euros per person for a round trip. The trip on the long ferry is a very pleasant hour and a half. The cafe serves coffee, of course.
The cappuccino. Sure. The cheese pie.
And a limited selection of sandwiches and pastries.
Oh my god! Dolphin! Dolphin!
In a few minutes, we will be approaching the port of Agina.
Arriving in Agina, we are greeted by the bluest water we've ever seen. And a very cute port town. We said goodbye to the boat and picked up the easiest car rental ever. We texted car plan on WhatsApp in the morning before we left Athens, and they met us at the port with the car. You do need to pay cash, but we are pretty used to that from spending time in Albania. The island is super beautiful. Our first stop was at this lighthouse, Akra Pakakia. There is a little rocky beach here and a view of the mountains. Next, we stopped just for a couple of minutes in Vathi because we saw a sandy beach and we got a few snacks at the mini market. Driving around the island is enough of a reason to visit. It's pretty compact, so you can get from one side to the other in about 20 minutes, and the drive is amazing. Next, we are headed to the temple of Aphaea, which is the actual reason that we rented the car. This temple is almost as good as the Acropolis, and it has better views. It was constructed around 500 BC. Subscribe if you want to see new things you've never heard of every single week. There is also a museum here with fragments of the temple and early structures. Like many parts of Greece, Egina is quite a seasonal island, but we were able to find a place that was open for a late lunch and alones. Taki's Greek Tavern has a large variety of traditional Greek dishes, and it was all very delicious.
Good presentation.
No wonder we saw fellow ferry passengers at this same little place. After lunch, it was starting to cloud over. We still made a brief stop at Agina Marina Beach. There is a mostly sandy beach here, but the town isn't as cute.
Hi! Welcome! This is a hermit crab!
Our rental car company told us not to visit further south of this area because there are bad roads and no cell service, so we headed back towards Agina. We still had plenty of time left before our 7 p.m. ferry, so we drove down the coast to Perdica. This town was our favorite of the day. It's very cute and has great energy. It seems like lots of locals live here, so the cafes and restaurants were open and there were plenty of people around. Also, the cats here are picky.
Yeah, why are you a desperado for this and not wet food? That makes no sense. Why? Why? You have a home, don't you, Harvey?
Let us know in the comments if you would still give Harvey treats after he refused wet food. We had more than enough time to see the highlights of this island in one day. We actually had time to kill at the end, so we had a frappe and watched the sunset. Our super awesome car rental was returned seamlessly as the ferry was boarding. Thanks, Carplan. And we enjoyed a loungy ride back to Athens. In the future, we would definitely consider Agina as a place for a longer stay. The island wasn't too busy in the off-season, and it's a beautiful place to spend some time. If you only have one day, you can still see all the best bits and make it back to Athens for evening. Thank you so much for watching. We travel full-time and post a new video every single week. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.